He left Nigeria for a better life in the Netherlands. But instead, he was found lifeless in his apartment. No warning sign, no goodbyes, just a chilling silence. Who was Michael Aruka and what exactly happened to him in the Netherlands? This is the real story behind the Nigerian man found pie in his Amsterdam apartment. Welcome back to African Black Gold TV, where we share untold stories that matter to Africans at home and abroad. Today's story is not just heartbreaking, it's a wake-up call for every Nigerians in diaspora who are having underlying issues. Mr. Michael Aruka was a 45-year-old Nigerian man living in Amsterdam. He had lived in that country for over a decade, worked multiple jobs, and stayed mostly to himself without mixing with all this gang of a thing. He wasn't a celebrity or someone you find trending online. But in a small Nigerian community in Amsterdam, he was known as a calm, humble, and a hard-working man. Like many migrants, he came to the Netherlands with dreams of building a better life for himself and also for his family back home in Nigeria, which you can all testify to that back home in Nigeria, there's hunger in that land. In early August, neighbors began to notice some kind of smell of a thing around Mr. Michael Aruka's flat. Mr. Aruka hadn't been seen in days. His blind stayed shut, and calls from a few friends and even co-worker went unanswered. Eventually, the police was contacted. When they entered that flat, what they found was shocking. Mr. Michael Aruka was lying cold on his couch. No movement, no pulse. But just beside him there on that couch was a kind of pouch filled up with his medication. Probably he was about to take his medication or he has just finished taking his medication. But the police saw that bag beside him on the couch. A postmortem was carried out days later. While there was no immediate sign of foul play, the exact cause of his death was initially listed as inconclusive. Toxicology reports were pending at the time, but early indications suggested it may have been a health-related incident, possibly a heart attack or even a stroke. Police now confirmed there was no sign of forced entry, no sign of robbery, no sign of violence at all. Mr. Michael's poof shocked the local Nigerian community in Amsterdam. Many people didn't even know he was living alone. Others assumed he had families around. But it turns out that Mr. Michael had been struggling silently for a very long time with underlying issue, which nobody knows about it. He kept it all to himself. He had no immediate family in the Netherlands. And according to a friend who spoke anonymously, Mr. Michael had been feeling overwhelmed and exhausted in recent months, but never asked anybody for any help. Just do things all alone because of the fear. What would they say about me? People will talk about me. So he kept this thing to himself, which it was a dangerous thing. When we talk about health, it's not just about hospitals and doctors. It's about the daily struggles people face in keeping their body safe. For many Africans living abroad, healthcare is one of the biggest challenges. Even in the country with advanced medical system, access is not always easy. The first challenge is cost. Yes, some countries have free or even subsidized healthcare system. But for immigrants without papers, for immigrants without documents, or those in low-paying jobs, the bills can be crushing. Imagine working 2 or 3 jobs just to pay rent. Then one hospital bill arrives and everything will just fall apart. Another issue is the language and the communication barrier. Not everyone feels confident explaining their pains in English, Spanish, Dutch, or German. Some people end up avoiding hospitals altogether until it's too late. The cultural differences also play a big role here. In Africa, many of us grow up with home remedy, herbs, and community advice. But abroad, everything is clinical, strict, and even expensive. This gap sometimes leads to delay in seeking proper treatment. Let's not forget about stress at all. Life abroad looks shining on social media, but the reality is long working hours, isolation, and even discrimination. They add pressure to our well-being in Obodo. And stress itself can trigger high blood pressure, can trigger stroke, or even heart attack like the one that happened to Mr. Michael now. There's also the fear of immigration status. Some undocumented Africans are scared to visit the hospital. They worried that their details might be reported to the authorities. So they suffer in silence, risking their health for survival. Even those with papers face systemic racism. Studies in the UK and US shows that black patients are sometimes not taken seriously when they seek for medical assistance. Their pain is underestimated. Their complaint brushed aside. A Nigerian nurse once said, when we complain of chest pain, they give us paracetamol. When others complain, they run tests. Bah, bah, bah. This shows the hidden bias in some health system abroad. Please, if you face such, help me to put it in the comment section there and tell us how it all happened so that people can learn from your experience. Because of all these challenges, prevention becomes key. Regular exercise, balanced diet, and stress management can save lives. But again, finding time for this is not easy when you are hustling to survive in Obodo. The sad truth is, many Africans abroad only discover serious illness at the late stage. By then, the cost and the emotional burden are heavier. So, what are the lessons here that we need to learn? Our community abroad needs more awareness about health. We need to encourage regular checkups. Even when we feel strong, we need to support each other because silence and pride can be deadly. At the end of the day, health is wealth. No matter where we live, Europe, America, even Africa, or anywhere else, our lives are valuable and we must protect them, guide it kakaka with all our strength. The story of the Nigerian man who died of heart attack is not just about one person. It's a mirror of what Africans abroad are going through quietly. This man may have ignored the warning sign because some sign of a thing will have been coming on his way. He may have been too busy working 12 hours or even sending money through African shop back to Nigeria, or may have even simply didn't have the support system to check on his health. But his story reminds us that life abroad is not only about hustle, it's about survival, and health should always come first. Please, my brother, that thing where they used to check blood pressure, they too cost now. Buy and put am for house. That thing where we say, if you get sugar level, your glucose level will be high, you go pinch yourself. Abeg, go buy am too. Check your glucose level regularly. This might save life. Because, we cannot allow stress, pride, or fear of medical bills to silence us. If your body gives you warning sign, please listen to that your body. If you feel pain, please don't ignore it. We must break the habit of saying, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Until it's too late, brother, you are not fine at all. Because one hospital visit might save your life. For Africans abroad, the lesson is very, very simple here. Yes, sending money home. We're trying to help our people. Yes, you need to work very hard so that you can get more money. But remember one thing, that your health is the foundation. Without it, nothing else matters at all. So, let us honor his memory by taking better care of ourselves. Because our person's story should be the wake-up call for many. This tragedy now highlights a deeper issue many migrants face when they isolate themselves from the rest community. When Africans move abroad, especially men, there is a heavy pressure to man up, work hard, and even they will not complain. Many of our brothers abroad are silently battling loneliness, depression, stress, and health challenges. But when you see them on video call, they are always smiling. Some of them even avoid hospital for fear of bills, immigration issues, or simply because of pride. Because they don't want people to know that they have underlying issues. They're so proud that they kept this thing to themselves. This is the reason why I always advocate that there's something called buy insurance. Most Nigerians abroad, when they talk of buy insurance, people always say, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. But when this thing happen, you will now put your family, your friends in distress, and they will be running helter skelter on where to get the funds to bury you. But assuming you have that buy insurance or what have you, or something related to that, you wouldn't put your friends and families into chaos if you left them behind. So please and please try from today, when you're watching me now, try and get buy insurance so as not to put your loved one that you left behind in trouble. Mr. Michael Aruka's story may not trend on social media, but it represents thousands of untold stories across Europe and America. Africans are dying all alone in cold apartments, without support, without warning. We must all do better as friends, as neighbors, and even as a community. Let Mr. Michael Aruka's story remind us to reach out. Please, call someone today. Check on that friend who always say, I am fine, I am fine, I am fine. But bro, he's not fine at all. Something is wrong with that person, because sometimes silence is the loudest cry for help. If this story touched you, share it with someone. Leave a comment with your thought or prayer for Mr. Michael Aruka's family, and tell us, please, what can we do to prevent stories like this? Thanks for watching African Black Gold TV. Please, if you find this video valuable, help me share this video to people that will need it, because there's someone out there that is playing with his or her health. And if he or she gets to see this video, maybe his or her life might save. Thanks a lot for joining me today, and please check up yourself regularly. Till I see you in the next video, please. And if you really something wow, translate it in Yoruba in the comment section there if you hear Yoruba. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Till I see you in the next video, please subscribe.